Hello! Previously on Lightning Returns.
We have to save Sarah, Kubo!
Or something like that. We are going to do more Wildlands things, because we're not done with Wildlands yet. Do I know what porte-manteau means in French? No. Hold on one sec. Trying to get my guide set up. Coat hanger. Well then. Alright. We're going to be finishing up 4 different side quests here. One of which is going to involve a fight against Chocobo Eater. Which is cool. So I want this on whatever page has Chocobo Eater, which is somewhere around here. There it is. All right. We did get Chaos's Revenge, did we not? Good. If we didn't have Chaos's Revenge, I'd be pretty sad. I probably want this on whatever garb. Well, the problem is I don't want to lose Brave Thief. I don't want to lose Jump. I guess my Chaos's Revenge is going on my debuffing garb. That makes sense. Also, actually, let's hold off on this for a second. It's supposed to be 12. I don't know if that matters.
We have much to offer, though few travelers grace us with their presence out here. I pray the god. We have much to offer, though few travelers grace us with their presence out here.
Your lap has a kitten. Your argument is invalid.
I pray the goddess offers you protection.
Have you found it? I speak of the Grail of Valhalla.
I don't have any solid clues, but I did come across some strange writing that might be connected somehow.
Huh? Writing, you say? And did you find this writing somewhere within the temple?
Exactly. I copied some of the more interesting looking stuff. What do you think? Is there a chance that you can decode it?
Of course I can. If, that is, I have the one and only copy of the legendary scriptures of the goddess Etru.
Well, let me get this straight. If I want to decipher these mystery glyphs, I need a legendary book. A book so rare that only one of them exists?
Not all things that exist have physical form. The scriptures of which I speak are inside my mind. Do you understand? Give me a copy of the glyphs, and I shall translate them. I am, however, a capricious man, and I cannot guarantee I will speak the truth. Give me the writings you have, and I shall decipher them.
What do they say?
Borne by wings of white, the chosen one flies across heaven's path to where the sacred vessel lies. The word vessel here is almost certainly a reference to the Grail of Valhalla.
Which means I need to find the heaven's path, right?
Yes, it would appear so. I believe you have stumbled on a valuable clue.
So wait, what am I supposed to do now? Grail of Valhalla appears. The monument on the way to the temple points the way to this heaven's path. Lightning should head toward the temple with the angel. Okay, yeah, I remember now what I need to do. Duh, I thought I was done. But I'm not done. I am never done. I've never been so done.
What are these?
Boots!
Perhaps
Wait.
I can assist you.
Wrong game.
You followed me?
Prompted by idle curiosity. Does this writing interest you? Allow me to... Hark now, hear the words. Heaven's path is the way of prayer. Bow low and worship their goddess. Wings born on sacred air. There is more, but the letters are worn away.
That's enough. Wings born on sacred air. I think I have that covered, and something tells me I know where this heaven's path is.
Something tells me I know where this path is. The flute!
This looks like a relic from ancient times. I wonder if it's something to do with the Grail of Valhalla. Another fragment. It looks like the others. I should keep searching. They might be clues to tracking down the Grail.
Are you meowing at me? Oh. Wait, where's... Oh, it's up here.
They're just broken shards, but I'd better collect everything. I've got a nice collection of shards, but I'm no closer to the Grail. Maybe I should show these to the professor and see what he thinks.
Chocobo!
Yes. I believe you have succeeded at last. You have found the Grail of Valhalla.
I have? All I found were these broken shards.
Exactly. The shards scattered along Heaven's path are themselves the remains of the sacred Grail. All that remains now is for me to restore the treasure to what it once was. There, the Grail of Valhalla. Here it belongs to you. Finally, I have achieved what I set out to do. My real objective was to find the true vessel.
The true vessel?
I understand now. The Grail of Valhalla is said to be filled with the divine grace of the goddess herself. But it is not a man-made object. It is a living thing. The person who has inherited the goddess's grace. You see now, don't you? Just as I am the safekeeper of the scriptures, the vessel that keeps the sacred wisdom safe. You, who can navigate Heaven's path, are the vessel that contains the Etro benediction. You are the true Grail of Valhalla. Thank you. You have shown me the truth. The truth that I devoted my life to finding.
Cool. Sacred Night. What is Sacred Night? Defensive Strike. It does give an extra boost to max ATB though, which Paladin also does. Do any of these other garbs do that? Oh yeah, Soldier of Peace does, but it starts with 0 ATB. So the Hunter increased physical damage by 5% and maximum ATB by 50. I think Artemis's arrows overrides Brave Thief, doesn't it? Which is why I haven't been using that. I mean, well, I could get the same thing though. I mean, yeah, I'm done. Here's my Brave Thief. Just the good one is on. Oh, right, yeah, right, okay. And then I can give you Brave Thief. No, wait, no. Oh, this is oh. I wasn't dumb because Brave Thief and Jump are not the same thing. Grr. I do want Jump on my beatdown garb. And I want Brave Thief on my heavy slash garb, and my heavy slash garb is Hunter of the Wild, so there is no room for that garb. The only thing I could really do is change Passion Rouge, which I do have different copies of Deprotected and D-Shell. Jump replaces beatdown, so I need beatdown. I don't need this beatdown if I have a different beatdown. I don't think I do. No. I think an enemy in Yusnan drops beatdown. But we haven't done anything in Yusnan other than get Daj's fragment thingamabobber there. Brave Thief activates on Heavy Slash, but on Soldier of Peace, which is the garb I was thinking about. Because Artemis's arrows are allegedly good, but for one, my Heavy Slash here is a garb Heavy Slash, which is power 5.5 versus my next best Heavy Slash, which is 2. And this Heavy Slash is 50 versus the garb Heavy Slash is 40. So I feel like Hunter of the Wild is currently better than trying to use Artemis's arrows. Now, if I wanted like Soldier of Peace, I could put my Passion Rouge into Soldier of Peace, because I think I do have copies of Deprotected D-Shell. Yeah, I have lots of those. The effect time goes down, but whatever. The problem though is this garb starts with 0 ETB. I don't know, I think I'm fine. I was lured by not Quiet Guardian. Quiet Guardian though is we know this is gonna be a good guard later, but I was lured by which guard was it? Oh, Paladin or Sacred Knight. Oh, it was Sacred Knight and then Paladin and then yeah. I mean, I could change into Paladin for the extra ATB and I'd have a heavy guard. Let's put critical bravery. And critical faith. There! Now if I'm in low HP, I get these super buffs. Yay! Yeah, that heavy guard. So the other guard I was using was 43 and this is 60. So it's better. It just takes more ATB, but it gives me more ATB. So everything works out. Alright, anyway, we are now teleporting to Arius. could also consider, so like, I don't need to have D-Protect and D-Shell on one garb. I could swap them for different ones. Like originally I had to have them on the same garb, but I'll just leave them there. Chocobo!
You came to the Wildlands by train and not by foot? Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do.
Talk to Dr. Sheep to wrap up Matchmaker. Did I not do the thing? Or, oh, do I need to do this at noon? Is that the issue? Oh, I never actually... Whoops! Whoops! That's okay. I didn't actually turn in the things. I got the quest, and then I didn't actually turn in the things. Yeah. Yeah, I think the last ones will just all be done in the dungeon, but I'm not sure yet, because if I do Canvas of Prayers stuff, that will probably involve farming things from enemies until I get to last ones. I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with Canvas of Prayers.
It's about lunchtime, everyone, so take a break.
I swear I saw Cole's identical.
Frankly, everyone's forgotten what we were supposed to research. Thanks. This will be the perfect way to introduce myself. I've dragged other people into helping me with this, so I can't back out of it now. I am going to visit Dr. Sheep right away.
There we go.
I swear I saw Cole's identical twin.
Because I definitely remember getting the quest. I guess I just didn't hand it in. Alright, and also since I want to put attack back here because if I get into a Reaver, I can launch and then smite. My one-trick pony. The fast walkthrough ignores Canvas of Prayers, yes. It just basically sets you up to do, like it does everything through the middle of day 4 so that it's up to you how you want to spend the rest of your time. Where's the Reavers? What happened to casual? This is casual. It was but a lie. Curses foiled again. Alright, so once it gets closer to 1330, I'm gonna have to start chronostasising. And I didn't want to use up my teleport EP, but I guess I have to if I haven't found a Reaver. I could farm off mini flans, that would be pretty resident sleeper. Oh, there's something red dot.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm here to help you. Here, I've brought you these.
Are these what I think they are? Yes! All the natural ingredients I've been searching for. This will advance my research immeasurably. I am in your debt, young lady, whoever you might be.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
No, I'm afraid not. Should I? Have we met before? I am terrible with people's faces, you know. Now, if you were a sheep...
I guess it's not you after all. You can't be Deet. If you were, you'd surely remember me.
Did you say Deet? How do you know my real name? Wait, are you... Can it be? Are you Tilda, my sister?
Deet! It is you! I knew it!
Just a second. You two are long-lost siblings? You're actually Dr. Sheep's sister?
Yes, yes! We got split up hundreds of years ago. It happened back when the chaos first poured into the world. I never thought I'd find you out here. I mean, when I first saw you, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was so long ago, after all.
Yes, I could say the same. Why, I'd long given up hope that you were still alive.
I've
But I
long
don't
given up
understand.
hope.
Why didn't you come to me right away?
I was afraid. I didn't know what I'd do if you weren't really my brother. No one knew your name, either. Everyone called you Doctor. So, I just waited.
Until you found an excuse to approach him.
Yes, although if I had to be totally honest with myself, the fact is, I was just putting it off for as long as I could.
It's your fault, Doctor. Now how could you forget your own sister's face?
But I didn't. I mean, I did, but I thought she was dead. She looked familiar, but I had no reason to expect my sister to be here. It was inconceivable.
Deet, I looked for you for so long.
And I too, dear sister. I'm sorry. I should have known it was you right away.
It's all right. I'm just so happy that you're alive. I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true.
Yellow ribbon.
Dearest sister, it's been far too long. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Please tell me that's not a euphemism. Is the Wildlands actually West Virginia? That's boring.
So, is this what you need?
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Cole.
Shh! I told you, no one's supposed to know I'm alive.
Oh mon Dieu, pardonnez-moi. I'm so sorry.
Ah! What are you...
We meet again, Cole of Canopus Farms.
Well, you found me out.
So, it was you all along.
I'm sorry, young lady. I didn't mean to make you part of the deception. Tell me, when poor Sarala read my letter, did she shed a tear for her father?
She did more than that.
I suppose she was inconsolable. She's still just a child. She lost her mother when she was too young. For a long time, it's just been the two of us. And that's the whole problem, see? She's grown too dependent on me, always needing me to look after her. She's got to learn how to stand on her own 2 feet. I can't look after her forever. Kids have to strike out on their own eventually. She's a skilled farmer, and she's done wonders with that field. I know she can make it on her own, but she doesn't believe she can. I thought the best thing for her would be if I just disappeared. Faked my death and left her life for good. A nice clean break.
For who?
Huh?
You say it's for your daughter's sake, but it's not just about her now, is it? Or will you tell me I'm wrong?
No, I cannot tell you that. Yes, I have another reason. I've wanted to leave the village for a long time now. I have to go on a journey, you see, to find my wife. Gone these many years.
Your wife? And Sarala's mother?
Yep. She disappeared years ago. Most folk have given up on her and figure she must be dead by now. She's gone, Cole, they tell me. They try to convince me to let her go. As if I could. I know she's alive. Somewhere out there.
Hope springs eternal.
You mocking me? You think I'm wrong?
I've lost family too. My younger sister.
Sarah!
I pray to see her again.
Then you understand how I feel.
Yes, and I think Sarala will as well. If you explain to her why you have to go, she'll give you her blessing. You don't need to fake your death. Why make her grieve anymore?
I don't want to hurt her. But you're wrong. She'd refuse to let me go. It's better this way. It's what she needs. I mean, look at me. It wasn't until my father passed that I learned to fend for myself. I still miss him, though. He was a stubborn bastard, no doubt about it. But by God, he knew about growing veggies. I relied on him for everything, right up until the day he died.
Why is it that everyone in this family has to fake their death?
Don't you blab to Sarala. I've got a long journey ahead of me, and I need to pack my saddlebags.
Also, why does the camera not really follow Cole? Alright, here's where I would teleport to research camp, but I think I'm actually just gonna walk it in chronostasis.
That description sounds a lot like the Tantal Greens farmer.
Cole faked his death, and Grandpa faked his death. Grandpa's the guy we were growing Tantal greens with.
have something important I want to ask you. It's about Cole from Canopus Farms.
What? Cole, you say? Nah. What did that sorry excuse do now?
He's dead.
What? That can't be. Are you sure? Why would the goddess take him before me? That son of mine. He never knew how to do anything right.
Ah, I knew it. I knew it. You're Cole's father, are you not? Which also makes you Sarala's grandfather.
Huh? What? No, no. Cole's father passed away a long, long time ago.
Cole's a bad liar. And now I know where he gets it from. Long ago, you disappeared out of Cole's life by faking your death. And now, he's doing the same. Your son is planning to leave the village, for good. Sarala will be all on her own.
So, he's not dead? That little... picking up and leaving his only daughter to fend for herself? Doesn't he know how much that'll hurt poor Sarala? I'd like to wring his neck.
Look who's talking. Isn't Cole just following in your footsteps? It's what you did to him.
Well, yeah, but it's different with us. It's not the same thing. I did it so my son could grow into a man. Listen to me, young lady. People don't age in this world, and death is rare. Parents stay parents. Kids stay kids. And that dependency, it never changes. That's why kids never learn to fend for themselves. They always have their parents to rely on. Even a grown man like Cole. So you see, that's why I faked my own death. It was all for his own good, so he could learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
Right. You say you did it for his own good. And I suppose you believe that. But now, are you gonna let Cole do the same thing? You've been watching over them for years now, keeping your secret. But it's time to step in. What about Sarala? She's already lost her mother, her grandfather, and now she's about to lose her father. She's got no one left.
I don't want her to be sad. It breaks my heart seeing her unhappy. You're right. I have to fix this. Maybe I can talk to the 2 of them, and we can start over as a family. It's worth a try. I have a plan. Would you lend me a hand? I'll talk to Cole and lure him to a certain place. Will you talk to Sarala and bring her there? Oh, but please don't tell her I'm the one setting this up. She may not come if she knew.
Yes, I can do that. Where should we meet you?
Chef Arias's restaurant. Now go to Canopus Farms and talk to Sarala. Please get her to come.
The family of people who fake their own deaths. Next thing you know, I'll go to Canopus Farms, and a person who looks suspiciously like Sarala says that Sarala has unfortunately passed away. And suspiciously, she'll be wearing the same shades that Cole has. Because it seems like this family has a tell. When they lie, they wear goofy glasses. Sarala choked on dicks. So she'll be wearing the rainbow glasses. Alright, I think I'm just gonna have to start fighting whatever I run into, because I don't know why I can't find Reavers.
Did you hear?
No, what?
Canopus Farms is covered in clouds of chaos. The villagers managed to flee to safety, but as long as the chaos remains, they can't return to their homes.
I'm detecting large infusions of chaos in the area. They're all over Canopus Farms.
What?
Oh, right. They're standing outside the Canopus Farms.
Village like that. I have to check it out. Let's do this, Odin. I follow.
They're weak to lightning, which I don't have. Jerk. .02 EP. I'm so glad I fought you. Also, speaking of thunder, actually, Thunder and Aurora are the two that I want for reasons. .06 EP right there.
What is it?
It's the chocobos, the ones I'm treating. They're inside the chaos. I've got to get them to safety.
Doctor, it's too late.
Did all the villagers make it out okay?
Yes, everyone is accounted for, except for the chocobos. They were too slow.
I saw something in there. It was a chocobo eater. If we don't get those chocobos to safety fast, they'll be slain. Every last one of them.
You want to help your fellows, is that it? I didn't need to ask.
I've analyzed the chaos. The monster inside is too large to be a chocobo. I can only assume that it's a chocobo eater.
No shit. Where's the merchant? There's a merchant standing outside of... Oh, this guy probably, maybe.
At least my wares are safe.
Ah. Someone was an idiot and bought too many things. What are these reasons we speak of? Because I want to fight with thunder spells.
Not only is it covering a large area,
Together we can do this. Fate is what it's your funeral. My tears fall into the chaos.
I wanted a beatdown, but I was out of ATV.
I follow the wind. Life
You're
is
gonna
a
bite
journey.
again? Should I chop them? Yeah, you should. Should you cook them? Oh, days. I want that haste. Chef's secret. Oh, that's great. If only I wasn't dazed. And I also didn't save before this. And there goes my thing. I got the haste. That's not what I wanted to do.
I follow the wind.
God damn it. There's the thing.
Elysium, do you dream of death? In the darkness, Elysium. I need more time. Time to mix it up.
He's gonna do the thing again.
I follow the wind.
You can't do that twice. That's cheating. I also lost my thingy. My thingy!
Life is a journey.
You're already getting peckish.
Gotta hang in. Do you dream of death? My tears fall into... Now. Fate is what it is. You want to be saved. Our tears fall into the chaos. Life is a journey.
Rip, run! Okay, rip, run. I don't even know the last time I autosaved. Oh, right here. Okay.
Chaos in the area. They're all over Canopus Farms.
At least my wares are safe.
I've never seen a chaos infusion like this. Not only is it covering a large area,
Together we can prevail.
Oh, I'm not in heavy guard. That's why I'm not guarding. Yeah, I felt like I was actually yeah. We both thought the same thing.
Job. Pray for the dead. It's your funeral. My journey doesn't end.
I don't know if I can launch them.
Keep up if you can. Savior's got a job. I follow the wind.
Hey, Viper. For some reason, I'm having a much easier time this time. It all went wrong when I got dazed. That's what happened. Alright, then he starts asking, should I cook them? Should I chomp them? Hungry. I do the wrong thing again. That does a lot of damage, but that's okay. Three HP is all I need. Be satisfied now. I'll potion. No, so I'm looking at the guide right now. It doesn't say anything about a launch stagger. The stagger level 2 inflicts broken, which I've done for a permanent effect. And that's what I've done. So there's no launch stagger here. This game is not boring.
My journey doesn't end here. I'm walking fate's path. You want to be saved.
It's because people have different tastes. Okay. There goes the thing, but I have Phoenix Downs, so I'm fine. See, I'm afraid of Perfect Guard because I honestly don't know what the timing is for the Perfect Guard. And Viper, if you don't like this game, feel free to leave, because I mean, you come in and you're bitching about the game, so I feel like you're in one of those moods, which is like, okay. But you're gonna make chat a bad environment if you're gonna keep this up. There it is. Now, if I had stolen his bravery. Can you stop healing yourself and heal me instead? Alright, perfect time this, except see, the problem is it does two things. The first thing launches me and then stops me from guarding, so I have to stop getting launched. Be nice if you went back to using should I cook them, should I chomp them. Chef's secret.
You can't read me.
There we go.
My journey continues.
And still no magnet.
Forgive me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't save your friends. I can do this. Let me pray for them. It's no substitute for salvation. But at the very least, perhaps I can give them peace. Odin! My friend, you have to know, I am powerless. I couldn't save all the souls who yearned for salvation. With each failure, I grew more despondent. But even in my despair, I kept fighting. The bond we had, it transcended centuries. No matter how much we changed, I always felt your strength.
She means
Even
penis.
in my darkest hours, you made me strong.
She means sex. Gagenrad. Stagger power minus 90%. I don't think that's worth it. Oh, and Odin's horn. And I'm supposed to save this for teleport, but I still need to worry about time a lot more. Sarala! You have a father!
Do you have a minute?
Yes, I do. What is it?
There's someone who wants to meet you. It's the man who told me about your father. He was with him at the end.
You mean you found someone who talked to Father before he passed?
Something like that. What do you say?
Okay. Where should I meet them?
Do you know Chef Arius's restaurant? He'll be there.
I do. It's that little place in Arya's village, right?
I'm not gonna fight fucking mini flans.
Thank you.
This chocobo music's really chill. I heard a spawn noise. There's certainly a wrong favorite NPCs. Like Hope! Nope, controller was disconnected. Controller was oh, shoot. Could not open DS4 exclusively. And now it's using the thing. Okay. Nope, still not working. Alright, I have to quit Steam. Which probably means that my progress will be lost. But we still have an autosave, maybe. Alright, so exit. And then is using it exclusively. I could have used my keyboard, except I have no idea what the keys are. Oh well. If it didn't save after the Chocobo Eater fight, we'll just do it again, and this time we'll be better. It was saved 4 minutes ago, so it has to have been after the Chocobo Eater fight. Actually, I think I'm gonna go and buy more end potions. I'm also gonna chronostasis like I said I would.
Hey there. Can I help you with something today?
I have one of each end spell. We're fighting snow, so I'm gonna get another end fire potion.
Safe travels.
Also village eatery, so I should probably,
Hello there.
because I can, eat the kids' veggie meal.
Thank you very much.
When I first played this game, I avoided using restaurants because I was like, I don't want to spend the money. What if I need the money? And then I proceeded to spend like an hour meta guarding to get HP back. But really, you don't need gil for much in this game. The thing's down there, and it's a gremlin? That's great. Yeah, so now I really need to get a Reaver or Protoflorian. I'm probably gonna have more luck getting the Protoflorian.
You, still need something?
What do I still need? I didn't speak to Sarala. I am bad at this game. Really, if I wasn't on such a strict schedule, which I am going to be once I go to Luxarian. If I wasn't on such a strict schedule, I wouldn't care too much. Strict schedule, not strict. If I wasn't on such a stricken schedule.
Sarala, do you have a minute?
Yes, I do. What is it?
There's someone who wants to meet you. It's the man who told me about your father. He was with him at the end.
You mean you found someone who talked to Father before he passed?
Something like that. What do you say?
Okay. Where should I meet them?
Do you know Chef Arius's restaurant? He'll be there.
I do. It's that little place in Arius Village, right?
Hey there. Can I help you with something today?
Can we stop at the mini flans? Can we stop with the mini flans? Where do I go? Oh.
Bonjour. I have heard all about you from Cole's father. Please, come in. Your timing is perfect. The other 3 members of Mademoiselle's party arrived moments ago.
Sarala.
Father? You're alive!
Yes. And I'd like to explain why. I couldn't just abandon you. You deserve to know the whole story.
Sarala, let me explain.
Who are you?
Have you forgotten me? I suppose I don't blame you. I'm Cole's father, your grandfather. I know. They told you I was dead.
Wait, what's going on?
This may be hard to conceive, but I faked my death. I wanted Cole to grow up and learn to do things on his own. That's why I staged the whole thing and kept it up all these years.
If I found out my dad was alive and wearing those glasses, I'd punch him.
And leave you behind, for both your sakes. But unlike me, he wants to do it the right way. He wants you to grant him your blessing before he departs.
I'm so sorry, Sarala. I wanted to tell you, but I just couldn't. I'm going on a journey. I have to do it. To find your mother.
Oh, I just knew it. I knew you hadn't given up on Mother, even after all the time that's passed.
Why don't you all have a seat? You can continue talking inside the restaurant.
Oh, look! I got the pink rimmed glasses! I can wear these! So classy. Alright, now I'm supposed to teleport to Luxaria North Station.
Do you think Cole can persuade Sarala?
There's a problem.
She doesn't seem happy about it.
I'm not worried. Sarala knows more than he thinks she does. She's been watching him for years. She knows he's torn. He wants to take care of his daughter, but also, he's consumed by the need to find his wife. He won't be gone forever. One way or another, they'll see each other again. She knows that. When they finally reunite, she'll be with her father and her mother once again. We can scatter them easily.
.04 EP. We're getting better. Also, why am I just realized I don't have an end spell on. I should have had an end spell on. Here, have Auto and Thunder. Fuck the mini flans. Wait, where is it? Ah. I'm probably gonna have better luck getting Protoflorians than Reavers, considering I've yet to see a Reaver. Oh look, not Reavers. What are these guys weak to again? At least there is a mid-scale here. Arrow. Arrow! Why do I always say that? Arrow!
Odin, back me up! I need more time. The end is close. Life is a journey.
0.31. Not Protos.
We can scatter them easily.
Fine, I will just extinct you guys.
Odin, back me up. Pray for the dead. Fate is what it is. Do you dream of death? Let the darkness embrace you. Do you dream of death?
You can at least chronostasis again. Oh, there's the Proto. Finally, 2 EP fights. Exogriffing Ice comes with Fave. I do not have Fyra.
My journey doesn't end here.
Exogriffing Lightning, that's something I can do something against.
The end is close.
Haste Feeder!
It is what it is. My journey doesn't end here. Pray for the dead.
Launch! Smite for 300,000. I love Smite.
See you never.
Smite's great. Alright, I want to get one more Proto if I can find one. I have a Proto! Alright.
Together we can do this.
You're doing the same shit as last time.
The Savior's got a job. Do you dream of death? My journey doesn't end here.
Oh boy, that's not what I want to have staggered with. Alright, whatever. We have enough EP finally. Teleport, Luxurian, North Station, and I need near perfect execution during this sequence. Whatever that means. Which means I'm gonna save the game before I fuck something up. You believe at me? You don't believe in me, you just believe at me.
That's odd. Why isn't it?
Please, somebody help me! Please!
What? Who is this? Who am I talking to?
Thank goodness. My name is Louise, and I'm being chased by some people.
You're being chased? Alright, stay calm. Do you know where you are?
I'm by the North Station, right outside the graveyard. the order. I'm inspecting the clock tower.
That's where they hung the dummy. You didn't happen to see if they left anything else behind, did you?
Thankfully, nothing dangerous was uncovered. In any case, this clock is fine. Job done.
But there's a problem?
There is. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the clocks in town are all set to this one. Well, if I want to go the extra mile, I really should check the other ones too. Make sure they're all ticking right. Problem is, I have to stay right here and keep an eye on this one. If only there were someone else to check the others.
But there isn't. And so you're stuck. Why are you so worried about the clocks anyway? What's the big deal?
It's hard to explain. I have this irrational fear that keeps creeping into my head. That should the clocks ever stop, then that'll cause everything else to too. Time, the world, everyone. Finished. I have to know that all the clocks are ticking. I hate to ask, but could you check them for me? It would certainly help put my mind at ease.
Like clockwork. In the plaza in front of Luxarian's North Station, Lightning meets Armina, who is terrified that if the clocks of Luxarian stop, the end of the world will follow. Lightning can help put Armina's mind to rest by checking all the clocks of the city and making sure that they are still ticking. Also, what'd she say about Christmas tree colors?
How many are there in this city?
13? Well, that doesn't seem like a coincidence.
Christmas!
A ghost was spotted in the area where that woman was killed. Everyone's talking about it. My friend claims to have seen something strange late at night, but I'm not so sure I believe her.
Fellow called Armand. Every day he comes out to stand on the street and does nothing but talk to himself.
That girl. I wonder if she's alright. Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?
If only that were my problem. I would gladly take that over this.
Tell me what's wrong.
My father's fallen ill. It's bad. He might not make it. I came to the city looking for a remedy I'd heard about. It's sold out everywhere.
You checked all the merchants?
Well, I found one shop that could make what I needed, but only if I brought them the ingredients. If only it were that simple. But I don't have a guild to my name. I can't get my hands on them. Are you willing to help me? Can you find what I need to save him?
Dying Wish. On the gallery steps in the commercial district, Lightning meets a girl called Blythe. She has made a journey here to buy special medicine for her father, who is gravely ill, but was told by the potions shop that they are out of ingredients. There is only one such shop in the commercial district. Lightning should pay it a visit.
Really? You're going to help me save my father?
That shop you mentioned, is it in the area?
Yes, the Chocobo Emporium is well known in the commercial district.
You can't read me. What is it? Something the matter?
Yes, actually. See this supply sphere? It's property of the Order. This is not the correct place for it at all.
That's strange. Do you think someone stole this from the Order's repository and left it here?
Yes, exactly. And it's not the first time it's happened. Stolen supply spheres are turning up all over. Of course, I have a good idea who the culprits are.
The children of Etro, maybe?
Exactly. It really is most exasperating. Not to mention worrying. Sabotaged. It could be a bomb. Mark my words, the heretics are dangerous. Who knows how far they'll go?
You do know that the easiest way to find out what's inside would be to take a look?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm waiting for someone to come and deal with it as we speak. Though seeing as you're already here, the Order would be most grateful if you helped out.
Suspicious spheres. Someone has been dropping Order supply spheres willy-nilly all over the city. The spheres are cloaked in a sinister red light. Virgil wants Lightning to check all these suspicious spheres and then report... I can't even read this. Report back to him. You'll be waiting for her in the Plaza of Prayers in the residences.
What do you want me to do exactly? Check all the spheres and see what's inside?
Yes, each and every one. They're locked, of course, but this passcode should open them. Use this. After you've examined them all, come and talk to me.
What should I do with the contents?
If you've determined that there's no danger, you can keep whatever you find inside. Will that do as compensation? Oh, just don't forget to report back to me once you're done.
The prophecy of the future? That seems like shit.
Do you dream of death? My journey continues.
We've got those dangers here.
No work again today.
This is live, yes. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I responded to you. And that chat is on screen. Talk to Talbot. Talbot!
My ball's on the roof.
Aw, your balls.
For me to reach. How do I get it down?
I know he's like a kid. Except he's 500 years old, so it's fine.
My ball. Thank you. Wow, you can climb anything, can't you?
Oh my
What are you
god,
doing
I'm
here
sorry.
all by yourself?
I'm 12.
Waiting for my brother. He's a bounty hunter. He left to fight a really scary monster that came out of the chaos. He went to kill it with some friends a while ago.
And he hasn't come back?
No, and it's already been 5 days.
That's a long time. Look, I know you're worried about him, but you have to take care of yourself too. It wouldn't do your brother any good if you got yourself killed out here.
I'm okay. Besides, it's my job to wait right here till he comes back. He's really strong. I know he'll be back soon.
I'm sure he will be. If I see him around, I'll tell him you're waiting for him and that he should hurry home.
Thanks. Now that I have my ball back, I have something to play with until he gets here. Don't worry about me. I'm okay on my own. Thank you again for my ball.
This is why you watch me? To talk about kids' balls? I honestly don't know where this last resident is. Wait, hold on. Run east to talk to the last resident. This is for Voices from the Grave. Voices from the Grave. The resident... That should be it. Oh, he's over here.
I saw a woman with rose-colored hair around these parts the other night. Quite mysterious. She seemed to have been inspecting the crime scene. There was something almost ethereal about her presence. She was something.
Great.
Step right up. What do you have?
Oh, I thought you had it. Or do you?
Welcome. Let me know if I can be of any help.
Yes.
Oh, I see you didn't just wander in here by accident, did you? Not everyone knows what this is used for. You must know your stuff. Thank you very much.
You must know your stuff. Dash is short for Disaster, All Side Quests, Heroic Guard. It's kind of like a silly mishmash of words that says dash, which implies fast. It basically means do all side quests and then do the bosses on, or the super bosses on hard difficulty to get Disaster and Heroic Guard. Also, I like that I have no idea where the enemy is. There's supposed to be an enemy. There's a noticeable lack of enemy. You don't really need me to say what? I answered your question. You asked a question. I answered it. Okay, well this is great. I'm just gonna use the EP I have. This is a fan-made category. It is not actually a Final Fantasy thing. Alright, what am I doing? I now need the Spectral Elixir.
I was told about a special medicine that only you can make.
Ah, yes. Say no more. You want a flask of our super special, is that it? No problem. Except we're all out. I'm really sorry. You're the second person we had to break the bad news to today. I can make more, but I can't get my hands on the ingredients. I wish I could have helped that poor girl. She needed it for a family member that took a turn for the worse.
I'm here for her, actually. If I bring you the ingredients, can you make more?
Of course, and I'll do it for free. Anything to help a fellow resident. Here's a list of all the ingredients.
Thunderclap Cap, Xiaolong Wisp Shell, Mandragora Roots.
Is this everything you need for the medicine?
You managed to get everything on the list? That's incredible! Now give me a few minutes while I work my magic. Here you go. The greatest man-made remedy of all time. I hope this works. What am I saying? I know it'll work. Hurry on back to the poor girl so she can help her father.
Alright, now this is RNG. This is RNG. Run up to you, save the game. You need to go to North Station.
Hey, slow down. What are you doing racing around the city like that?
I'll tell you, but only if you beat me, okay? The rule is simple. Keep up. Don't think you can beat me because I'm a kid.
Faster than lightning! Oh ho 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 ho! In the Saints Hill area of the residences, Lightning encounters a would-be challenger by the name of Lamont. Lightning, never one to turn down a summons to a contest, agrees to the race. Now she has to make sure she keeps up with the fleet-footed kid and beat him in the goal. But with a name like Lightning, how can she lose?
Oh, I'll tell you where the finish line is eventually. Ready, set, go! The goal's the Forsaken Graveyard.
Rage quit. Fuck this race. You want to go to the graveyard? Fuck this shit. Oh, not the autosave. Or yes, the autosave? I don't actually... Probably not. Probably like autosaving to be like, no, you don't get to choose where you go. Okay, yeah, he's running away. He's going to the Forsaken Graveyard. This is why we manually save, to circumvent this madness.
Hey, slow.
I'll tell you. Don't think you can be. I'll tell you. Ready? The goals of Forsaken.
Well, everyone who supports her
Hey,
gets to move on to the new world, according to the game.
I'll tell you. Ready?
The Savior's choosing which souls get to move on.
The goal's the North Station.
Well, I've checked them all. The supply spheres were clean, every one of them. Not even a hint of anything dangerous.
Yes, actually I just found out the same thing on my end. Apparently the whole thing was all just a big joke. Not a very funny one.
Really? Damn it, this isn't the time for pranks.
You're telling me. It was a young girl named Lumina. She's usually lurking around the cathedral. She said the spheres were supposed to be a gift for whoever found them.
I should have guessed.
She also left behind a message. A present from me to you. Good luck saving all our souls. Like she thought the Savior would find them. Why, that would make you the Savior.
If you see her around, tell her thanks for the extra supplies. And that I don't believe in luck.
I'll be sure to tell her that. She likes to have a little fun sometimes, but she means no harm. She knows her boundaries. She knows when enough is enough.
Really? That's hard to believe. That little devil causes trouble everywhere she goes, and everywhere she doesn't.
Now, we all need to give her a break. After all, these are trying times, and we all need to let off a little steam sometimes. She helps us laugh a little, and lightens the mood for all of us.
Millionaire's mustache. Do you want Lightning to have a mustache? Because this is how you get Lightning to have a mustache.
You look like you have troubles. Something on your mind there?
No, not really. Just lost in my thoughts. Thinking about an old friend.
Oh?
He passed away, unfortunately, a while back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, my name is Armand. Would you have some time to spare? I have quite a story to tell about him.
Buried Passion. On Saints Hill in the Residences, Lightning meets a sad-looking man by the name of Armand. He asks Lightning if she would care to hear the tales of his dead friend.
Sure. Tell me about him.
He was a reporter, a firm believer that the pen was mightier than the sword. A do-gooder, believed he could save
Good night, Viper.
by exposing the evils and hypocrisies of society. Naive, maybe, but full of determination.
Being naive's better than having no ideals at all.
Agreed. At first, he was just a regular beat reporter for a local paper. His articles were mainly about the local stores, great discounts they were offering that week. You know, little tidbits to help people out in their daily lives. As you can tell, nothing worthy of the front page. But one day, a great opportunity fell into his lap.
He got assigned a big story.
You're one step ahead of me. But that's enough storytelling for one day. The rest will have to wait for another time.
I have something for you. Here.
Is this really what I think it is? Are you absolutely sure that I can have this?
I said you could, didn't I? Now go and take it to your father.
Oh, I will. Thank you. You know, you may have just saved his life. You're one of the good ones. I didn't think there were many of you left. I don't know what to say. I just about lost faith in everyone.
Did you tell people about your situation, if they knew?
I tried, but no one even bothered to hear me out. And it wasn't even about the money. They just didn't want to get involved. I can't blame them for avoiding a poor girl from the Warren. I'd about given up when you came by. You were the only one who bothered to ask if anything was wrong, you know that? I guess there's still a bit of light in this city after all.
Oh, light!
It took a while, but you ended up getting what you needed to help your father, didn't you? Even though the world is consumed with darkness, people are still willing to help others. Have some faith.
You're right. So what are you? Some kind of angel sent from the heavens or something? I know the world is ending soon and there's little time to do much else. But I pray the rest of your days are bright and full of bliss for you and your loved ones. And that's the truth.
Tonberry's lantern. Why is that sticking out of her ass?
No way!
I win!
The Now train is now arriving.
Darn it! But I guess a loss is a loss.
You said you were gonna tell me what's going on if I won. You're gonna keep your word, aren't you?
It's nothing exciting or anything like that. It's just that the whole city seems so gloomy, don't you think? Everyone's so lifeless and boring. I thought this was a good way to add a little excitement. Show people how to have fun.
I won't say it was a bad idea, but weren't there other ways?
Maybe, but running's about the only thing I'm really great at.
Yeah, I have to admit, you're pretty fast, but not as fast as me.
Well, I'm happy if I helped you get your mind off things even for a little bit. See ya.
Lightning.
Ha! That's a perfect name for someone fast like you. I'll beat you next time, Lightning.
Gold medal. I mean, that's also not really that visible. All right, we did this segment with perfect execution or something.
This is where you can purchase your tickets.
All right, I have to actually double check. The city of memes. All right, so I think I'm partly doing main quest, partly doing side quest stuff, and I honestly Don't know which is which. Is Morris the guy who you talked to about the sneaking in ticket? Knowledgeable tourist, and in the one-man band. Something else. That's West to speak to them. No, that is not Morse. Into the Reveler's Quarter and talk to Morris. So Morris, who's Morris? Also, I assume that I'm talking to the diviners at some point. Doesn't explicitly say to talk to the diviners, but it also says progress a testing proposition. Nope, that's not actually testing proposition. Okay, never mind. Morris is play it for me. Speak to Morris. You'll obtain the musical sphere's treasure key. Okay, so Morris. Okay, I see where Morris is now. I also want to pick up the Mage's Gloves and the Thorn of Aggression. Mage's Gloves are for 16. They're over there. Thorn of Aggression is number. That's done at some point. Not just yet, but eventually. I assume that everything else listed has to be done through side quests. Okay.
I've come to see the patron's palace
My tears fall into the chaos. I need more time. I follow the wind.
There's a Schrodinger that spawns here, and there it is.
The end is close. Let the darkness embrace you. See you never.
Civet Musk. Hey, Tiny Cut. Actually, I should talk to you.
Excuse me there, young lady. May I ask you somewhat of a strange question? Have you had anything stolen? By a pickpocket, for example?
A pickpocket? No, I don't think so. Nothing is missing.
Ah, I see. That is most reassuring. It pains me to confess the criminal element is active here.
So did someone rob you?
Me? Oh no, but please. If you do fall victim to a cut purse, be sure to tell me. Who knows? I might be able to help.
It's going all right. How about you? You seem dead.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office.
This will be your last battle. Keep up if you can. Keep up if you can. Do you dream of death? It's your funeral. Life is a journey.
A warrant has been
Where's the guy? Oh, he's up there.
Can you hear my song? I'm playing it for you.
Can you play that again for me?
Oh, hey. Your name isn't Lightning, is it?
And just how did you know that?
Oh, well, the girl in black told me. She said that if I played this song, a lady called Lightning would show up.
Lumina.
That's it, Lumina. She's the one who showed me how to play the song. So, do you know it?
Sure, I've heard it before. So why don't you play me the rest of it now? What's so funny?
That's exactly what Lumina said you'd say. She said that if I played the first bit, you'd come over to talk to me, and then you'd be sure to ask me to play the rest.
I'm guessing now I have to do something to hear the rest, right?
Yep. Lumina said if you want to hear the whole song, you're gonna have to find the musical treasure spheres. I've got a key that's supposed to open them all.
Yes, Lightning has a garb on, or has a adornment on that provides a mustache, and it is great. Play it for me. In the Champion's Quarter, just off Armor Alley, stands the famous Cactuar statue. Here, Lightning encounters a young trumpeter by the name of Morris playing a very familiar tune. You can only play a few notes of the melody. If Lightning wants to hear more, she will have to collect the rest of the score from the musical treasure spheres. This is another of Lumina's games, but maybe it's worth Lightning's while to play along. Other side!
I'll play Lumina's little game, but not for my own benefit. Maybe if Snow hears that song down here in the streets, it'll give him some smidgen of hope.
Hope.
Huh? Wait a sec. Are you saying this song has something to do with the patron? What?
I can't say, but I'll tell you what. You play me the whole song, and maybe I'll tell you.
Alright, it's a deal. But you still have to do what I asked for first. Here's the key to the boxes. You have to find all of them. When you're done, come back and talk to me.
Mustache is very attractive on a female. Joke's on you, they're not female.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Southeast.
Pray for the dead.
Lightning is trans. Oh, this explains everything.
I can tell you're pretty upset. Want to tell me about it?
What good would that do? You can't teach me how to sing again, can you?
You forgot how to sing?
My voice is just gone. I can't hold a note anymore.
Are you sure you're not sick or something?
My heart may be. The cruel bastard, he left me.
And you think he took your voice with him?
You don't understand what it is to perform, do you? He's not just my lover. He's written all my best hits. We were an unbeatable partnership. But then he up and left, leaving nothing but his songs behind. I tried to sing them, but I'm so angry at him I just can't get the words out.
So you're not heartbroken, just angry?
I don't expect you to understand.
You're right about that. I don't understand at all.
Wait a second. Would you be willing to go and find him for me? I'll make it worth your while. My word is good, I promise.
Why are you asking me?
Because there's no danger he'd fall for you and forget about me.
Songless Diva. In the Fountain Square Revelers Quarter, Lightning meets a singer called Olga who has been abandoned by Birdie, her lover and songwriting partner. If Lightning were to find the wayward Birdie, it could help the diva get her voice back.
Don't hate me if he does fall for me.
If he does, I'll hunt you down, tear your hair out, and claw your eyes. Do I make myself clear? Anyway, his name is Birdie. He's the kindest, most gentle man in the whole city. He should be easy to find in a sea of undesirable men.
That's really not much of a lead, but I'm willing to help you out.
What prompted you to take on such a strange job?
Wait, what's
I
the
don't know.
monsters?
I think this city must be getting
Oh.
to me.
Look at this fucker.
All right, give it back.
Huh? Give what back? What are you talking about, lady?
I can get rough, if that's how you want to play it.
Oh! Bow chicka bow wow.
Always go around bullying kids? Go on, take your stupid stuff. I don't want it.
If you can help her find her voice again,
What's this?
she'll be able to put on her show.
Oh.
Hey, why are you running from me? I just want to talk.
I don't know any Olga. I mean...
It doesn't take a genius to figure out you know her. Do you know anything else about her? Like, where her missing lover is?
Oh, I can't keep this secret for any longer. I just can't. I have to confess it to someone, and it might as well be you. I'm her lost lover.
Is this your idea of a joke?
No, it's true, I swear. My name is Birdie. You know, the songwriter? I promised her my undying love, but now I don't dare face her. I unwittingly lost the
54!
Wait a minute. Did you say 354?
54!
That's a lot of songs.
Well, you know, I had a few centuries.
You didn't run out of ideas?
Ideas come easy. I picture my Olga, and the melodies just come to me fully formed, as if from another world.
Huh. Better to be lucky than good, I guess.
But a dark cloud has blotted out the sun of our radiant love. In the form of a frightful monster that suddenly attacked me and stole that song away. Which, incidentally, brings me to the favor I want to ask. I'm sure you can guess what it is.
Why don't you spell it out for me, just to be sure?
Well, I was thinking that you could get my music back from that, monster. I'd give you a reward. Please?
You and Olga. Neither of you mind asking strangers for favors, do you?
There's something I just don't get. He said he's written over 300 songs, right? If that's the case...
I'm gonna talk to you right now.
What?
We eagerly await tomorrow.
Just kidding. I'm gonna talk to you later.
I didn't even think to ask. I just got caught up in their little game.
Well, they are artists. Putting on a show is what they do. Anyway, since you already agreed to help, let's go and find his music agent.
Our tears fall into the chaos.
Can't you spare me an ID just for one night? If you don't have an ID, you're never getting into the Augur's Quarter. If you really want to see one of the shows they hold there, you don't have much choice but the tour guide. The tour guide sneaks groups of tourists in through the back route to see the show in the Augur's Quarter. Trust me, he's not that hard to find. In fact, he's about the easiest person to spot.
I think we've got it now. I know how to get you into that palace. The gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, and that's blocking you from the palace. If you don't have the proper ID, it'll be impossible to get through the front gate.
There are a lot of popular attractions in the Augur's Quarter. People want to see them.
Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show, aren't you? You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city. If you know where to look, that is.
I love that you honk your horn randomly.
Area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days.
He's literally tooting his own horn.
Fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Savior plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the palace guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying the ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price, just for you.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Savior. A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
All right, we have a deadline. Say the magic words to the Chocobo Girls, and they'll give you fireworks. The magic words are meow meow choco chow. Chocobo Girls can be found in various locations between 5 p.m. and 3 a.m. There looks like a phone number on the back of the poster. We got the Chocobo Girls phone number.
It seems you can get your hands on some fireworks if you know the Chocobo Girls code.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report person.
I have... Oh, poop. I need to lose something. No! No! I don't want to ditch these things. I don't need a faith potion.
Matching this description to the nearest.
Phoenix Down is my backup. Alright, so I can't let the clock hit 18 o'clock. Have I ever sped ran this game? Yes. When haven't I sped ran this game?
You want to be saved? I need more time. No looking back.
Fucking scrub.
The arrest of the woman report herself the Savior. She is armed and considered extremely
Well, no.
Ah, there you are. Well, well. Did you drink my nectar? How did it work?
It didn't. Nothing happened. Bad or good.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. It appears that by mixing the poisons, rather than creating a new effect, they simply neutralized each other.
Well, it was kind of refreshing, but the effect was pretty subtle. It didn't lift curses or cure wounds.
Refreshing. That would suggest a positive influence on your state of mind, just as I anticipated. I still believe my theory is sound. It is a simple matter of tweaking the ratios of the recipe. I'll make another batch right now.
You want me to test it again?
Of course I do. An alchemist does not give up the search for truth because of one little setback. No, science must plow forward through stormy seas no matter what, and you will join me on this journey of discovery. There, my new and improved concoction. I believe it will be especially effective in curing the effects of poison. Nectar Mark II. Use it in your next battle and then return and tell me how wonderful it is.
So, drink this when plagued with poison. It should work as an antidote.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security office. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report
Welcome.
Your lights are out.
A customer. This is so exciting. What can I get you?
Well, what do you serve?
Anything you want. How about the chef's special made from top quality recycled materials? Deep fried niblet hair bowls.
Are you sure that's actually edible?
Oh, yes, it definitely won't kill you, I can guarantee it. And since you're my first customer in days, no charge.
I don't think you understand how business works.
Nothing ventured.
That's the spirit. Take the plunge, I say.
You're my first customer in days. I think you're going out of business.
Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you transported to culinary heaven?
This is...
Too tart? Too much salt, perhaps. I can brush it off if you like.
No, it's actually really good.
God, that is a relief. I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic considering the times.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
I think it must be me. I just don't have a head for business. No matter how hard I work, I just can't seem to attract more customers. I've been living on the brink of financial ruin for years now. My son got sick of it, so he left.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner? You know, someone you trust who has a better head for business.
Now that you mention it, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnan. Apparently he specializes in turning around lost causes like mine. I'll bet... No, I know he can help me, but how do I find him? All I know is his name.
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's hard to track down. If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about CDs?
Family food. In a glutton's corner on Hawker's Row, Lightning meets the owner of CD's restaurant. The food is top-notch, but the owner's business sense isn't, and his restaurant teeters on the edge of collapse. Even his own son has given up on the business. The only person who can save the restaurant now is the renowned Epicurean known as Gordon Gourmet.
Gordon Gourmet. I'll remember it.
You are far too kind. Thank you so much. I hope you find him soon.
Remember, the tour meets up inside the gate of the industrial area in the lower city. You'll have to be here at 6 p.m. Make sure you're not late, or they'll leave.
Hello, welcome.
Citizens are asked to
Business is
report
good.
persons
It
matching
is,
this
thank you.
description to the
Word
nearest
of our shop's
security
special flavor
officer.
has quickly spread through word of mouth. This city is known for its gourmet restaurants, but none can hold a candle to the chefs we have assembled in our kitchens.
The best chefs in the city, huh?
Good night, other side.
Lackley mentioned his missing fiance was a great cook. I wonder.
Ma'am, is there something I can help you with?
I hope so. I'm looking for someone by the name of Filiana. According to her fiance, she was a fantastic cook. Does this ring look familiar to you at all?
Oh, yes, of course. I recognize that. The woman was a wonderful cook indeed. Though the strange thing is, I never knew her by the name of Filiana.
She may have assumed another name. Was the woman you knew beautiful enough to turn the head of every man in the room?
Now, this is taking quite an odd turn. She was no doubt a very handsome woman, but very advanced in age. I suppose she must have been beautiful enough to turn heads once, but she was undeniably an old woman. Of course, we are all old now, that we don't age, but she must have been quite elderly already when time stopped for all of us.
An old woman? I suppose that can't be Lackley's lost fiancée, but where is she now?
I'm afraid I don't know. The lady in question fell ill and left our restaurant. I believe she moved to Luxarian to live with the support of an old friend there.
Do you know how to reach her? Or that friend of hers?
Unfortunately, I don't know that woman's name or anything else about her. I saw her only once. She was a young woman, and if I recall correctly, wearing a rather unusual hat. Perhaps she was her daughter.
I see. Thanks for your time. You've been a great help. Lackley's ring ended up on the finger of a beautiful but old woman somehow. It's possible Filiana sold the ring. I'm not looking forward to telling Lackley about it, but he deserves the truth. He needs to know.
Good evening. It's now 5 p.m.
Tell me, are you the famous food expert?
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied.
Welcome all new visitors to the city. Remember,
I
the
see.
only crime in
CD's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered by the dining public.
So, will you help him out? I can take you right there.
Oh no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. I'm run ragged trying to keep up. And, well, you see... Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? All right, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately, with total precision. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions perfectly.
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first thing about fine dining.
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say it can be found. In fact, a tour of the best establishments of the gluttonous quarters should do.
Eat at all 6 establishments. Jeez Louise.
Welcome.
Snow special.
When offering a complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough.
Yeah, Yusna's music
One
are
must
really great.
always
Is
anticipate the needs
really
of
great.
your patrons. I am constantly
love all of
assessing the
Yusna's
dining
music.
space from the viewpoint of my customers. The comfort, the decor. Our customers want more than just a meal. They come for the memories they can savor for years to come.
You've mastered the way of the Garcon.
That was useful information, but you still have more to learn. You should visit more restaurants in the Glutton's Quarter.
Welcome. We have a popular selection of sweets. Our customers come here to put down their shopping bags and rest their weary feet. Our cakes and sweets are the perfect pick-me-up for just about everyone. We put a lot of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like treats for your palate and soul.
The pastis stew.
Light, I'm glad you're enjoying all the food, but I hope all these rich meals don't slow you down.
I don't know how to pronounce French, alright?
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to
Where's the... Oh, it's there.
Come enjoy the healthy fruits of the earth.
Even kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes. Vitamins and vegetables.
That's what you're
determine
telling
their
me.
color. You want a
Fair
wide
enough.
variety for a well-balanced diet.
Master the way of the French word.
You're gonna be a real food connoisseur by the time this is over. You just have 3 more restaurants left in...
Every one of our fish is fresh caught and delicious. We get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of the ocean. Tastes great raw or grilled. A chef is even more important when preparing uncooked dishes. The way you slice a tuna makes all the difference in the world.
You've learned the way of the peniser.
2 more places, Light, and you'll...
Step right up. Get the best meat and kebabs in Houston.
You had me at meat.
Our meat is shipped directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients, none of that synthetic stuff. Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to seal in the juices and flavors.
And we do that better than anyone else.
Master the way of the big dick. Your lights are off.
How can I be of help? From the elegant simplicity of straight spirits on the rocks to complex and fruity concoctions with little umbrellas, we serve all kinds of drinks. Cocktails can be served chilled or warm, shaken or stirred. Everyone has their own preferences. We encourage customers to consult with our staff to create the perfect cocktail to accompany their evening.
Also, oh, this is a general store.
And how might I be of help?
Your lights are off. You have bravery potions. I would like to have a bravery potion, but I'm full on shit.
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides,
There it
most
is.
of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Maybe you should go to the banquet of the Lord and see what Gordon Gourmet has to say.
I got myself a date.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an
You
enormous
must be
weapon.
Erin. Here, I have a letter for you from Reddick.
Matching this
Reddick?
description to the nearest
Well,
security
that's a name from the
officer.
past. Wait, I thought he was dead. Let me see that thing. Well, that's his handwriting, all right. I'd recognize it anywhere. Here, I've kept the journal with me, just as I promised him.
I don't mean to pry, but how do you two know each other?
We used to date. Not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. Hindsight, you know. But that was lifetimes ago. He made me keep this while we were still together.
Why would he give it to you instead of keeping it? Have you read it?
The thought never even crossed my mind. And I knew anything that bastard Reddick was involved with couldn't be good. Please take it. I'm sick of carrying it everywhere. I'm just happy to wash my hands of the whole thing. It's your problem now.
All right, I get it. Thanks.
Blight, you found his journal. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Weird, huh? What I don't understand is why there are so many people involved. First Reddick had it, then he gave it to his friend Orin, for safekeeping.
I wonder if it holds some sort of big secret. If secret's so dangerous, just having the journal in his possession could put him at risk. What do you think?
I think I should read the journal before I give it back.
It would be the fastest way to find out what's going on. But do you really think you should? I mean, it is private after all.
But does it really matter at this point? I mean, we're already neck deep in his affairs. It's all for his benefit anyway, right?
Okay, it's up to you. But remember, what's been read can't be unread. If you want to do this, you're on your own.
Read the journal. Ranulph's journal may contain an important secret. Think carefully about what's best for him before making a decision. Of course we're gonna read it.
I need to know the truth. I need to know for Ranulph, for his own sake.
Day 2505. I searched every inch of Yusnan. I found no clues as to who killed my wife and child. Day 3229. I came across a merchant in the Warren who had a valuable piece of information about the case. A certain business rival wanted me out of business. Was this his doing? Did he kill my family to make some sort of sick point? Day 4762. I can't stop picturing my daughter's corpse. I can't erase the image from my head. I have nothing to live for anymore. But I can't rest until I find justice. My family deserves it. Day 15756. Revenge is imminent. Mark my words. Justice will be served. Day 15757. Justice will be served. Day 15758. Justice will be served. Day 15759. Justice will be served. Day 15760. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served.
I think on the PS3 version that text scrolled so much slower that it actually kept up with him speaking.
This is... I can't believe Ranulph had to live through this kind of tragedy.
His wife and child were killed by a business rival. I can't begin to imagine how he must have felt.
The journal begins from the day after the incident and goes on for years. I mean, look at the dates.
He must have been chasing the killer for decades. It looks like he was consumed by the thought of revenge and nothing else.
But wait, there must be a mistake. Remember what Ranulph said before? He told us that he had never had a family of his own.
I don't think he was lying. I think that's what he honestly believes. I think he truly doesn't remember what happened. Look at these journal entries, the same words written over and over. He couldn't deal with reality. He must have cracked. Lost his sanity.
Yeah, and with it, all his memories.
In the end, it was the only way he could survive. Cutting himself off from the past is what's kept him going. He doesn't mourn his family, because he doesn't know they ever existed.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If CD's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at CD's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old CD's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say, the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about CD's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, CD's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about CD's.
Well, a long time ago, let's just say we have a close history and leave it at
He's
that.
the son!
By me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success, he just needs the final ingredient.
We need civet musk. I have that.
Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found
And you
civet
only just
musk.
now noticed it.
Thank you indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. CD's is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of CD's for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course, you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to CD's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and CD's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you remember
Orgy!
what CD's told us when we
Oh.
met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started struggling? Great minds, Hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert. Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you? This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
Dun-dun-dun!
He is? And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to CD's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch. Would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
And there it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway.
I've only had like 7 lunches today. I could use some more food. The delicious dish restores all your HP. From Max!
Wow. This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although all the credit must go to my son, it was his doing. Here, I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
We've had 1 breakfast, yes, but what about second breakfast?
But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to CD's.
Thanks for playing, Hope. But catch up, why don't ya?
Do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at CD's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then... Oh, yes. A perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight. A theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? What do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of CD's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts.
I am Falsey.
I finally had an epiphany. I realized what CD's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old
That's
times.
not what the subtitles
He
say.
recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times
You
were
are
tough.
ignorant
I'm
of
ashamed
your
what I did.
taste.
I can't face him again.
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Surprise!
How did you find me?
My apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes.
Now kiss.
Let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make CDs a success again.
Let's try that again. Chef's hat.
That went well.
Alright, now what should I wear? The mock figurine.
A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want some, this will be your last battle. Need more time. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but I have been told that I grill a pretty mean behemoth steak.
Alright, for this fight, I want Blitz. Easiest way to get Blitz is probably to change this. Which one is the one with Blitz? Oh, Velvet Bouncer. There we go.
A worthy opponent.
I got the music satchel!
The satchel you recovered from the monster, that has to be Birdie's. Which means the music inside must be the song he wrote for Olga.
Alright, we can get this back to Heavy Slash now.
I'm curious to hear it.
Let's just get it back to him, alright? Come on.
Sure thing. Birdie should be in the Reveler's Quarter. My guess is he's waiting somewhere around the fountain there.
Why, don't tell me your pocket was picked despite my warnings.
Yeah, just like a damn tourist. It was a kid, and he knew what he was doing.
A young boy, was it? And he's still up to his old tricks. I know the lad, and his is a sorry tale. Not likely to hear a sadder one in all of Yusnan. If I compensated you, would you be so good as to forget this happened?
You're sure it was this kid?
Yes, it could be none other than the orphan boy Pickett.
Then maybe he should be punished.
Pickett for the
He needs
pickpocket.
to learn that stealing is wrong.
You see, the poor boy has lost both of his parents. Have you no sympathy at all?
Except you're the father! Why does every side quest involve a relative who fake their death?
Have you lost family too?
Maybe.
You have, haven't you? I can tell. Then you can help the boy. Someone like you will be able to reach out to him. I need you to give him this letter. It's from his father, who gave it to me for safekeeping. It's the only thing he left his son.
Stolen things. On Yusnan's Central Avenue, Lightning is waylaid by a gentleman named Gregory. He tells her about a pickpocket named Pickett who works the area. Gregory is worried about the young man and wants Lightning to help him. Lightning has to try and track down Pickett in the Reveler's Quarter and give him his father's letter.
I'll do it, but I don't see why you can't give it to him yourself. How did you know his father anyway?
We were both hunters who tracked ferocious monsters, but then Pickett's father was killed, and his death was my fault. And so, he refuses to accept the letter from my hands. Please, won't you give Pickett the letter from his father? It may help him end his criminal ways and get his life back on track.
Okay, maybe he's not the father. I thought he was.
I've got the music for you. Now play me the song.
Hey, thanks, Lightning. Okay, here goes.
You always loved this song. I remember when you told me what it was about, that you had to believe in tomorrow, no matter how bleak the future seemed to be. Keeping hope alive gave you the strength to make tomorrow a better place. I can see you now like it was yesterday, humming the song softly to yourself. Tell me, Sarah, can you hear it now? Are you somewhere close, watching me remember you?
That's some story. So, the patron was her fiancé, and this was one of her favorite songs? And it must mean a lot to him. It would bring back a lot of memories. By the way, what's the song called?
It's called Miracles. You want to do me a favor? Keep playing it as often as you can. Maybe he'll be able to hear it. It'll do him good.
Sure, no problem. I doubt he can hear me down here, but I won't stop playing it, just in case. Miracles do happen sometimes, right?
It really is a miracle. Crown of Youth. I wonder what it looks like. It must not match the crown on his head at all.
Maybe that music has made me overly sentimental, but I think his music will help some of the people in this town. It's a perfect message for times like this. The world may be about to end, but miracles can still happen if you believe.
Hope you might be right. Who knows? Music can be a very powerful thing.
Thank you! I can finally return to Olga and present her with my new song.
Where have you been all this time? Don't you realize that people were actually worried?
It's a Christmas miracle.
Olga, my love, be still my beating heart. To hear your dulcet tones again, it's a dream come true.
Oh, it was very clever of me to ask for your help. Thank you for bringing Birdie back safe and sound. We artists are cursed with sensitive souls and our hearts are easily broken.
So that's how you treat sensitive souls, huh?
If you're talking about the way I speak to Birdie, everything I say comes from love. In any case, I owe you a favor. Olga shall sing for you. It's your favorite song, or so I'm told.
How would you know my favorite song?
It's not a bad song, it has its moments, but it doesn't compare to the sublime melodies that Birdie writes.
Is he really as good as you say he is?
Absolutely. Of course, I'd never tell him that. His head is already big enough as it is. Now I have a song to sing for an audience of one. I hope you feel grateful. This is a very, very rare treat, you know. Normally I only sing for Birdie or a paying audience, and I assure you, tickets to my shows are not cheap.
Thanks, but tell me one thing. How do you know my favorite song? Who did you talk to find out?
A young girl called herself Lumina. Now, Evans, if you would.
Queen's Mask. Crazy Chocobo.
Rest inside my mind since the day you came. I knew you would be with me all the time we spent. What we shared was surely warm enough to know you cared for me.
This song, it's Sarah's song.
Yeah, that's right. It's always been your favorite.
Fuck you for listening.
Better get ready for the
Hey, Kansa, how are you doing? Oops, I need to go this way. Where's the pickpocket? Oh, there he is. You stole Father's letter!
I'm not gonna make you give back what you stole. It belongs to you anyway. Did you notice?
Huh? What is it? A letter? And it's addressed to me? Oh yeah? Huh. It's from my old man. What am I supposed to do with this?
Why are you asking me? It's yours now. Throw it away for all I care.
Damn right I'll throw it away. And I don't need your permission either.
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I understand. It must be hard for you. Losing your parents, then being trapped in a child's body for centuries and centuries all alone.
That's right. You can't understand. No one can.
Let me tell you something. I lost my parents, but it wasn't the same. I still had my sister. I wasn't left all on my own. I was luckier than you.
So, your parents are dead too?
Yeah. It happened a long time ago, but I remember being really angry. People pitied me, treated me like a helpless child. I couldn't stand it. So, I pushed people away and built walls around me. But I still had my sister. She understood me.
It's not fair. I didn't have anyone. I was left all alone.
I know. If it were me, I couldn't have done what you did. You're a lot stronger than I am. You've done an amazing thing, going through that and surviving all these years. You should be proud of yourself.
I should? I've never felt proud about anything. But when you put it like that, maybe I should be proud.
There used to be thieves this way, ladies, and
I gave the letter to Pickett, although I guess it's more accurate to say he stole it off me.
He did? But you know what? It might be the last thing he steals. I saw him just a little while ago, and something was different about him. He seemed proud, holding his head high. Why, he reminded me of his father. I think his criminal days might be over. You did the right thing, helping that child.
Maybe you shouldn't call him that. Child, I mean. He seems more mature than other kids. If you treated him more like the young man that he's become, he might listen to you.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Of course. The next time I see little Pickett, I shall address him not as a child of my dear friend, but as a man in his own right. Thank you so much for all your help.
Anubis!
This will be your last battle. Life is a journey. You can't read me. You want to be saved. I saw this coming.
You got something to show me?
Here's my ticket. Good enough?
Damn right it's good enough for me. But can't you read? Showtime starts at 6.
Bitch.
Then I guess
Can't
I'll
you
wait
see the
here.
clock? It's like 5:57.
Save the best seat, right?
I will sleep here for 3 minutes. Oh, I feel well rested.
Welcome! Welcome to the famous Sneakin' In Special.
Here's your ticket.
Very good, madam. In you go. Now listen up and let me explain the rules. Participation in the tour is strictly at your own risk. Whatever happens, it ain't our problem. And that's it. Got it?
That's it.
Per the schedule. Okay. There's a foul sea called Pandemonium.
Do you dream of death? You want to be saved. Let the darkness release you. Another battle.
It is the last one of its kind in the world.
Can I reach it?
I wouldn't try. That foul sea is guarded more heavily than snow. Everything depends on it.
Life is a journey.
Isn't there also something over here? No? Okay. I thought there was some sort of canvas of prayers thing there.
Let the darkness release you.
These are weak to fire. They also resist things, damn. But fire! Auto and fire. Is there something in there? No! This is just a random ass thing.
tears fall into the chaos. I'm walking fate's path. See you never.
Bitch. We're skipping that for now.
It's an unbelievable scene, isn't it? The whole world's running out of energy, and Yusna's no different. Yet,
Vanity.
every day it manufactures tons of...
I'll release your soul. Life is a journey. Fate is what it is. It's your funeral.
It produces useful goods from nothing, or so it appears. The truth is that it seems to use the chaos as its raw materials.
So...
More or less. All of the goods produced by the Foul Sea come first to these warehouses. This is where everything is sorted and accounted for. Then they're distributed.
Life is a journey. Our tears fall into the chaos. Savior's got a job.
I think you stagger these guys by doing things while they're charging.
You want to be saved.
I think if you stagger them, like, it really increases the chances that you get an item. See, like beatdown or something. I don't know.
So the
I don't know
Foul
if that
Sea
actually
is the
did
only
anything.
source of food materials left for the people in the cities. If Lord Snow were so inclined, he could monopolize the world's resources and become a tyrant.
Still don't have the stagger condition.
I'm walking fate's path. Fate is what it is.
Whatever. They are weak to fire.
I'm walking fate's path. Our tears fall into the chaos. Our tears fall into the chaos. My journey continues.
Oh, I got beat down. Whatever.
That's why the people made him their patron. He was the only Keep going along this path and you'll reach the Augur's Quarter.
But why aren't plants meat?
Picking up chaos infusions throughout the city. If you keep going that way, you'll end up in danger.
Not all right, if this is what you want. See you never.
Also, what is Cyclops weak to? Anything? Have we fought? We haven't fought a Cyclops yet. I think he's not really immune to anything, but I'm gonna put Infrost on because that's what the speedrun does. Because we only have Infrost.
The chaos just keeps on spreading. It's almost as if it gets stronger the more people come to the rebels.
Would you like to see my meat?
Chaos feeds on despair, right? These people come to the rebels knowing their world is ending.
I found you, Miss Me.
TOS fan.
You sure this is a good place for you to be? You can see it, can't you? This place is going to be Chaos City soon.
Lumina.
The sea of chaos that laps at your heels. It's one of Yusnan's biggest sights. It's like part of the show. Wow, would you just look at it? The chaos is going to swallow everyone up. I think the savior has to do something. Since it doesn't seem our patron is doing much locked up in his palace.
What's Snow thinking?
Oh, he's not. At least not about the city. He's just thrown his arms up and given it all up. He's pacing back and forth in that little room of his, waiting for the world to end. You know why, right? It's all because of you-know-who. She's the reason he's dead inside.
You mean Sarah?
That's it. You aren't so dumb after all. Of course it's Sarah. Snow's never been able to let go of her. Do you know how many years Sarah's been dead now? Even so, he goes on pining and dreaming and wishing. He basically wore every bit of himself away. And now there's nothing of Snow left inside. So sis, how about letting Snow free already? For his own sake. If you ask me, it's time he got out from under all the gloom and memories. Because otherwise, the only thing he has left to look forward to is the end of everything.
You want to play?
Yeah, this is my meat.
Follow the wind. Do you dream of death? Pray for the dead. Let the darkness embrace you. My journey doesn't end here.
Stagger. And I got a single eye.
Time to say goodbye. Any last words? Oh, I get it. You know you're gonna die anyway, so you want to at least go out in style, right?
Hacks.
Light, are you there?
I'm fine. I fell into the warehouses. Which way do I head from here?
Let's see. I guess that you're near the Augur's Quarter. Start by getting out of there, and quick.
Something happening?
I'm picking up strong chaos readings all over the city. I can't say what'll happen. Just hurry to the palace. I've run database checks on the warehouses around here, but I can't tell who owns most of this stuff. People just
Easy,
forge
I'll
it.
just teleport out of here. Ah.
Things here and left them to rot. I doubt you'll find any hidden treasures.
Schrodinger.
You can't handle it. The path of chaos.
They must. Good news. That ID that you got your hands on.
You never know if this enemy is defeated. Stagger.
Fate is what it is. See you never.
Ice Spark.
I guess the original owner had the bad luck to run into a hungry monster, and well, I don't really have to spell out the rest, do I?
Intruder calling herself the Savior. She has
Let the darkness embrace you.
citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
The door is locked.
Desert Flame.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons
If you have an ID, you'll be able to walk straight into the Augur's Quarter through the front gate. You should head for the Augur's Quarter before the deliveries start for the palace. That golden statue is a symbol of Yusnan's wealth and power.
You know what time it is?
With that kind of landmark showing the way. You've got to get to the Augur's Quarter before the deliveries to the palace begin.
The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing the damage. Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily
Light, things aren't looking too good. I'd hoped you could hide amongst the deliveries to sneak in, but...
But what? Change of plans?
Sure, I guess you could say that. For some reason, the service entrance was suddenly forced to lock down. That path is closed to us now. It's not certain why they suddenly closed shop, but it was about the same time that my chaos sensors went haywire. That kind of reaction, it can only mean two things. If we're lucky, it's just a new chaos infusion. If we're not, then it's a Seath. If Snow has finally lost his grip and become a Seath, well, he'll be nearly unstoppable. Light, pull back for now. We need to find out more.
I'm not done yet. Hope, start thinking up a new plan. One way or another, I'm getting into that palace.
But, Light...
Seath or not, nothing's changed. I am gonna save him. Well, after I beat some sense into that annoyingly thick head of his, that is.
Okay, Lightning. We've got to give up on the service entrance. There is one other plan I had considered. It's pretty destructive and definitely dangerous.
Lots of D's.
Doesn't matter.
I like that.
What is it?
As you can see, the palace is surrounded by a formidable wall.
This isn't something I've not seen before in this game.
There's no tunneling under it either. It looks quiet, but trust me, that wall is too well guarded to try and sneak over.
Yeah, can we get to the point, Hope?
There's no path, So you have to make one. A show is about to start here in the Augur's Quarter. A show with one fantastic finale. At the climax of the show, a stage and an actor on it is propelled up to the top of the set by a little rocket power.
And you want me to climb onto the set and jump into the palace? I hate to break it to you, but that's a pretty big leap.
Not if you can topple the set and form a bridge. Then you can just simply walk across.
One does not simply walk
I'm
across.
sure that easy means what you think it does.
Fireworks are launched all around the theater at the finale. If you increase the number of fireworks, well, you could weaken the set enough to bring it down.
You were telling the truth about it being destructive, weren't you?
And you don't have much choice.
I guess I've just got to keep moving. Keep your eyes front. Right.
That's the spirit.
Hope. Does that mean you'll be watching the rear? You'll have my back?
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for.
The cargo line has been investigators are calling
If I were you, I'd talk to the director.
She has early indications that the woman calling herself the savior was involved.
You must be in charge around here.
And just who might you be?
Just someone who wants tonight's show to go down in history. Doubling or tripling the fireworks should do the trick. Enough to scare the patron out of his den.
Did you escape from some mental hospital?
I'm just an old friend of the patron's. He never shows his face, so I worry. He's not the type for flowers, so I thought I'd send him a good show instead.
3 times the fireworks? That would cause one hell of a stir.
Yeah, this city could use a good stirring. If not at the end of the world, then when? Not much point playing by the rules now.
I like your style, lady. And you're not wrong by any means. Half of Yusnan's already sunk under that wretched cloud we call chaos.
Let me get the fireworks. I'll make sure we have more than enough. But it's gotta be today.
Hell, let's do it. But this conversation never happened, capiche? If you need help with the fireworks, the stagehands can help you out. I'll make a couple of revisions to the script. This'll be a show they'll never forget.
Yay! That was easy.
The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing
If you want to know about fireworks,
early
I guess you
indications
should talk
that
to
the
an
woman
expert.
calling herself the savior
I
was
suggest that
involved.
you go and find the pyrotechnician's crew chief.
And the distribution of supplies
Change of
has been
plans. We're
temporarily
upping the amount of fireworks in the finale. At least double, maybe triple the number.
The cargo line has
And
been
why is this the
severely
first time
damaged in
hearing
an
of it?
accident.
Let me guess.
Investigators
It's
are
that
currently
blasted
assessing the
director's
damage.
idea, isn't
Early
it?
indications
Folks can
are that
call
the
him a
woman calling
genius all
herself
they
the
want.
savior was
That
involved.
doesn't mean I'm a
The
miracle
palace has
worker.
been locked down as a
But
security
I suppose
measure, and the
complaining to you
distribution of
won't help the
supplies has been
situation.
temporarily suspended.
You're one of his assistants, right? And you know what I'm talking about. You're probably
cargo
feeling the brunt
line
of his
has been
capricious
severely
behavior as much
damaged
as
in an
I am.
Then help me.
Investigators are currently
Can you
assessing
add more
damage.
fireworks to the show?
Early indications
I
are
want
that
to
the
say
woman
no,
calling herself
but
the
even if it
savior
is
was involved.
impossible, I'll still have
The
to do
palace
it.
has been locked
That's
down
my
as a
job
security
after all.
measure, and the
All right,
distribution of
I'll do
supplies
it.
has been
But
temporarily
I warn you,
suspended.
it'll be anything but half-assed. But you're gonna have to help me
cargo
out.
line has
I'm
been
out of
severely
gunpowder,
damaged
so I
in an
can't make any more fireworks here.
Investigators are currently
There are
assessing the
pyrotechnicians
damage.
all over town
Early
who launch
indications are that
fireworks
the
to mark
woman
the
calling
hour.
herself the
You know
savior
that,
was
right?
involved.
Here,
The
I'll
palace
write
has
you a
been
note.
locked down as a security
Show this to
measure,
any
and the
pyrotechnicians
distribution
you
of
meet.
supplies has been
I'll
temporarily
give you what they can
suspended.
spare, but you're gonna have to move fast to get them all.
The cargo line has been severely damaged.
By the way,
in an
my
accident.
pyrotechnician buddies aren't the
Investigators are
only
currently
source of
assessing the
fireworks.
damage.
Buy some,
Early
haggle for
indications
some,
are that the
do
woman
whatever you
calling
need to
herself
do
the
if it
savior
gets
was
us the
involved.
firepower we need.
palace has been
Haggle?
locked
We
down
just
as
have to
a
be sure
security
that we
measure,
have enough.
and the
Everything
distribution of
else will
supplies
work
has been
itself out.
temporarily suspended.
Blah blah.
The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident.
You're gonna need a lot of fireworks to bring down that set,
Assessing the
though.
damage.
Go
Early
and gather
indications
up all
that
the
the woman
firepower
calling
you can
herself the
find.
savior was
Is it just
involved.
my imagination, or are you looking forward to this just a little too much?
Perhaps the chaos is getting to me. Don't worry, I haven't lost sight of the big picture. We're doing this so you can reach Snow and start the palace. Let's hurry. Defeat as many fireworks as you can in the little time you have. If you aren't back with them in time for the show, our plan will have failed.
Where's the other item here? Haggle. Oh. Tearish. Oh, I see where it is. Oh, I have to get there. Ah. Sneaky. Holy frame rate, Hope, man.
Collect the fireworks. Once you've got all the fireworks you need, come back here and report to the boss.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
What are you doing? It's dangerous around here.
The boss sent me. We're mixing up the plans for tonight's show, so I'm collecting fireworks for him. Here, these are his instructions.
A change of plans? It sure does look like the boss is writing. Fine, take them all. Or nearly all. I'll just keep a few around to ignite right here. Those fiery blooms in the night sky are like smoke signals for us. That's how we let the boss know we're on the job, with a bang.
A bang, a bang, a bangity bang bang, a bang bang bangity bang.
That means all good. You're going to need to get more fireworks from the others too, right? If that's the plan, you'd better be on your way. When the time comes, the fireworks are launched up into the sky. Each site sets off their fireworks at a different time, so you should think carefully about the order you want to visit each.
You did it. Now you just need to keep on going at this pace.
Got this.
You think you can beat me? I'm walking fate's path. I follow the wind. The end is close. Must be one of the pyrotechnicians. I heard I could get some fireworks around here.
Keep looking.
It was the boss who
I don't think alcohol and fireworks should go together. Oh wait, I'm from America. They do go together. Fireworks in a bottle. On Yusnan's Central Avenue, a drunk pyrotechnician refuses to hand over any fireworks to Lightning. But if Lightning were to bring him a bottle of Yusnan's finest, he might be inclined to change his mind.
If I have to, just wait here.
Huh? You really do that? Well, if you're willing to fetch booze for me, know that you have to be willing to fetch the best. You got that? Bacchus's Brew. Ever heard of it? It's a drink of legends. They say that one sip will whisk you away from this world and the sorrows it comes with.
Fine, I'll get some.
You do that, and get it done before the day is over.
Are you really gonna do it? Give in to a drunk's demands?
I don't have time to try and convince him to hand over the fireworks to me. It's just a lot faster to get him the drink he wants.
You might be right. He didn't seem like the type to listen to reason, did he? Alright, let's go and find this Bacchus's Brew. The Glutton's Quarter seems like a good start.
happen to carry Bacchus's brew here?
Why, yes, we certainly do. What we lack, however, are available seats.
I don't need a table. The brew is actually a gift for someone. Would you be willing to sell me a bottle of it?
I would be delighted. Though I hope you understand that it is one of the more expensive items we have available here.
So this is Bacchus's brew. I owe you.
I am honored to have been some help to you. I'm sure the recipient will be delighted to receive a gift from such a beautiful woman.
God, smite me down. This is Bacchus's brew, the real thing. I can have it? Really?
Sure, but only if you give me what I want. Now where are the fireworks?
Hold on, I'll get them. The fireworks are yours. As many as you can carry.
Did you make these? They're not like any of the others I've seen. I can tell you put real care into making them.
Ah, you've got a sharp eye. Yeah, I poured my heart into them. I promised someone I would, and I keep my word.
Promised someone. So this was a special batch? A custom job, is that right?
Yeah, for one of the local kids. He was always a sickly little thing. Never left the house. But he told me he loved the fireworks he could see from his window. I made him a promise. I said I'd make extra special fireworks for his birthday. Which, funnily enough, is today. Or it would have been if he were still alive.
You sure you're all right with giving these away? Aren't they special?
The kid's gone. Better to get some use out of him than to let him rot. Actually, you know what? Leave me just one. That'll be enough. I'll set off this one for him. Maybe you'll see it.
Thank you. They'll be used for something very important.
Good, they're yours. In the meantime, I'll let Bacchus here keep me company. If it's true what they say about this stuff, in a few minutes I won't remember any pain at all.
Pretty dark, honestly. I forgot to talk to Choco Chicks. I'm gonna go back and talk to Choco Chicks.
The fireworks meant for a dying child. Somehow, it doesn't seem right.
I know what you mean. But Lightning, don't forget we're trying to save a world here. And those fireworks are going to help.
I know. I'll get over it. And if I can, then I can always find some more of that Bacchus's brew.
Yeah, it's not the darkest stuff we've seen tonight. Oh, and you're still not gonna...
You will come again. It is foretold.
Just making sure that you're not expecting me now. Ready, everyone?
Chocobo, it's time to tell. What are the magic words?
I don't have a choice, do I? Meow, meow, choco chow.
That was adorable. Here, this is for you.
You managed to get the fireworks light. It was quite the achievement.
What? Is something amusing you?
Chocobo, it's time to tell. What are the magic words?
Meow, meow, choco chow.
Oh, that was adorable. Here, this is for you.
Adorable.
You're not as amused as I am by this whole thing.
That was by far the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my life.
Oop, that's not what I wanted.
The boss told me to come and collect the fireworks from you guys. Tonight's launch is canceled. Sorry.
Canceled? Well, okay then. Take them.
This seems a bit light. Are you sure this is all of what you have?
Well, don't tell the boss, but the truth is I am down a few. I spilled my drink on them. Had to toss the wet ones out. But you can still use those, I think. Anyway, they're yours now. Time for me to bail.
You've collected the fireworks. I guess it's time that you take them.
Chocobo, it's time to tell. What are the magic words?
Meow meow choco chow.
That was adorable. Here,
She gets progressively more pissed with each one. Saw shiny.
That ought to be enough fireworks. Now you just need to get them to the Auger's quarter and the boss.
Gordon Gourmet.
Where's the... There you are.
I smell fireworks. Do you make them?
Me? No, I'm just a humble fireworks seller. No one knows me. Though if they do, they know me as Funicula. The lowly pauper who dreams of owning a fireworks store in the Glutton's Quarter.
Well, that was a lot more information than I needed to know. I am in the market for some fireworks, though. What can you give me?
Give you? Look, I'm trying to run a real business here, okay? I don't give anything away without getting something in return first.
How much?
You're a firework fan too? I like that in a lady. But alas, I'm out of stock.
All right, then I guess we're done here.
Whoa, hold your chocobo. It's not my fault. It's the monsters who have run me out of stock. They made off with my precious wares of scares. My fireworks.
Fireworks for a steal. Just off Hawker's Row in the Glutton's Quarter, Lightning meets Funicula, a fireworks lover set to open the world's first fireworks specialty shop, except that his entire stock has been stolen by monsters. Can Lightning recover the fireworks before time runs out?
I see. I guess I'll have to get him back then.
Oh, you do that, and I'll thank you 1,000 times.
So I need... Or no, do I already have Fire on? No, I have Frost from Cyclops. I want Fire because he's weak to fire. It's you!
Pray for the dead. I'm walking fate's path.
You missed.
I follow the wind.
These must be the fireworks that...
So here's the best part of this quest. I have 5 fireworks.
Or just take them.
I will give 5 to him.
Oh, thank you. Now I can finally open my store. Come see it in the Glutton's Quarter.
That's a fair question.
Try a concentrated microcosm of culinary delight.
You opened up shop, huh? Nice place. Now sell me those fireworks I got you.
What do you think you're talking about? Whoever said I'd sell you a thing? I couldn't possibly take a single gil from you, not even one. You're the reason I was able to achieve my dream. Take all that you can carry with you.
And then he gives me 7.
Thanks, but you just finally got them back.
Don't you worry about that. What's a grand opening without a few giveaways to liven things up? You sure you don't want to take one more?
One more? Why don't you light that one for me right now? I'd like to see the fireworks I worked so hard to get back for you. Show me what you got.
Oh, I can do that. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'll give you your own private viewing for all
I
your...
honestly, like, I know people bitch about the side quests in this game. I honestly cannot understand this side quest. 5 of his fireworks were stolen. I got them back. He gives me 7.
Thank you. You saved my shop and me.
He loses, like, 2 more fireworks for no reason.
Excellent. That ought to be enough fireworks.
I mean, I understand that he's very thankful that I returned his fireworks, but like, he also could have just handed me 2 fireworks and been like, you know, if you find the fireworks, you can keep them. He's the Falsey Pandemonium. He made those out of chaos. This explains everything. Oh, I don't actually want a chronostasis anymore because Champion's Quarter. Where's the last one that's here?
No! God, don't surprise me like that. I'm tense because it's almost time to set up the fireworks. Please don't sneak up on me.
Tonight's launch is canceled. The boss is having me gather up all the fireworks.
Is that right? Oh, thank God I'm saved. I may work as a pyrotechnician, but I just can't stand the actual setting off of the fireworks. I can barely hold the match. I shake so much. Here, just take them. I'll use what's left to signal the boss. Let him know I got the message. So, have you picked up the fireworks from the others? You better set out soon if you hadn't gotten around to them.
Excellent. That ought to be enough fireworks. Now you just need to get them to the Augur's Quarter and the boss.
Choco Chocobo! It's time to tell! What are the magic words?
Meow meow choco chow.
That was adorable! Here, this is for you! Good job, our new friend! You love being a widow kitty, don't you? And as a bonus for learning the magic words, I'm giving you the super special kitty costume of your own! Ta-da!
The Mikote dress. Yay!
I know you'll enjoy catting around as a meow-tastic Mikote on us! Chocomerow!
All right. I'm getting really tired. I'm gonna call it a night here, and I'll be back tomorrow because I'm on break. Yeah, we're gonna do more lightning returns in the future. If I do it in the future, I'll do it in the past. I can play lightning returns to my heart desire. All right. Good night, everyone.